Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Rod Metches here, and today is the day I decide to make a video on how to ride a motorcycle for the first time, specifically a sport bike. So this is going to be your step-by-step guide to eventually becoming a motorcycle rider. So, as the title of the video says, how to ride a motorcycle. Well, first of all, before we actually start with the real riding, I just want to show off my new tires. No, I'm just kidding. My tires, I just changed them. So yeah, anyways, before we actually get into the real riding, I just want to take a look at something. Okay, yeah, so before we get into the real riding, so, first things first, we need to be clear about a few things regarding your motorcycle. So you need to be familiar with a few things. So first of all, what I personally advise you guys to do is, like, before you actually choose a motorcycle, no, actually choosing a motorcycle is going to be a different video, so this is just going to be riding. Okay, so you get on the bike. First things first, get your kickstand off. That's the first thing to do. Remove your kickstand, because a lot of people tend to forget that when they're beginners, and it can be real ugly. So as soon as you get on, take your kickstand off, or like up, like put your kickstand up or whatever. Yeah, anyways, just make sure it's not on the floor there. So let's just make it easy and simplify. Let's split the bike into two parts. So you've got your transmission side to the left side of the bike, and you've got your throttle and brakes to the right side of the bike. So this is your throttle right here. You twist it back, okay? Right here are your front brakes on top to your right hand. These are your front brakes. And right down here, this little thing, this little peg is for your rear brake. Now, usually you have your feet on the rear peg, and just your toes, or probably like the midsole of your foot is on the rear peg, and just your toes are usually on the rear brake. Usually your toes are what cover your rear brake, okay? On the left side, however, you've got your clutches right here. This is your clutch. So here's your right front brake, and here's your clutch. And if we look right down here, if you see this little black peg right there, this is your shifter, okay? And usually, just as on the right side, you have your midsole on this peg right here. You rest your foot right here, and usually your toe is what does all the shifting. So before we actually start out with the ride, let me just make something clear. Now, you've got a pattern or a sequence to shifting your motorcycle. So let's take a look at it down here. So this is your gear shifter here. Usually, when you're about to move, you put your bike in first gear, okay? So how do you get in first gear? Usually, just imagine that this is my foot right here, and this is my midsole. You're just going to put your midsole here, and your toes are usually covering the shifter. So one click down, I don't want to actually push it down, but yeah, anyways, one click down, that's first gear, okay? Once you're on first gear, now what's coming next is like second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, okay? It depends on your bike. So what you want to do is, if you want to go up to second gear from first, you're going to put your leg or your foot in such a way that your toe is under the shifter, and you're just going to do this. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, and that's 6, okay? And if you want to go back, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's just you push down. So that's 5, that's 4, that's 3, that's 2, that's 1. Now, what if you want to go from 1 to neutral? So let's suppose that you're on first gear. What you're going to do is you're going to, instead of a full push up or a full click up, you're going to just make half a click up. Just half a click up, and that's neutral, okay? And if you're on second and you want to go back to neutral, it's half a click down, okay? I'll try to create an animation that'll make it easier for you guys, okay? So right now the bike's on neutral, all right? Let's just suppose you want to put the bike in first gear, okay? So you pull your clutch all the way in, and you click down. Well, let me just switch the bike on. Now, usually this bike, you pull the clutch in. Sorry, guys. You pull the clutch in, and you click on this little button right here. Fire. The bike is running. So let's just run through the gears. Okay, so we pull the clutch in. My toe's on the shifter down there, the black one. So one push down, that's gear 1. Okay, and then you kind of put your toe, like this is your foot and this is your shifter. So your leg is like, I don't think the video is going to show it, but your leg is under the shifter now. Okay, so you can only do this. Okay, so then that's 2, a full click up. Watch the shifter. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5, and that's 6. Oh, where is 6? Oh shit. Oh, there it is. I don't think you can go into 6 from a stop, but I don't know what's wrong with the bike. Maybe it just doesn't want to go into 6. Anyway, so yeah, just one more click up would be 6, and now I need fuel. I need gas. And then if you want to go from 5th all the way back down, oh, something's wrong. You just click down. So that's 4 now. Click down again, that's 3. Click down again, that's 2. Click down again, that's 1. If you want to go to neutral, it's half a click up from first. And usually most bikes will have an indicator that show you that you're on neutral. When you're on neutral, you can let go of your clutch and it will be alright, okay? And then, kind of, I think that's that. I mean, this is a digital speedometer. This shows you your speed right here. This shows you the temperature of the bike. This little reading right there, 210 Fahrenheit, that's the temperature of the bike right now. This is your RPM, your revolutions per minute. Digital, it's an analog counter. This is your gear indicator, and right here is your mileage. Usually this bike you can like select different timings, okay, and like you can select different modes here. You can either show the time, you could show like track timing, lap timing, and all that. So yeah, so this is basically just a quick idea. Here are your signals, your indicators. That's to the right, that's to the left, and if you want to switch it off, you push it in. That's your horn, that's your passing light, and here's your high beam, and these are your four-way flasher, like your whatever, stop, whatever you call it. So yeah, guys, this is part 1 of this series. Go on to part 2 so you can see so we'll get to the actual riding. Alright, peace out, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, vlogs, and interesting stuff I do. Later, guys.